So I'm here today to answer some questions for you guys. Let me give you a little bit of a background for those of you that don't know. I started the AIP lifestyle in December of, we are in 2019, right? So December of 2017. So at this point, I'm about a good 19 months in living the AIP lifestyle. And AIP stands for autoimmune protocol. And what that is, you do not have to have an autoimmune disease to try out the autoimmune protocol. But you may have heard of the paleo lifestyle. So autoimmune protocol really sits under the umbrella of paleo. And it is just a more restrictive paleo, kind of very restrictive paleo, actually. So what they found was people with autoimmune disease, they found that if they followed the paleo lifestyle, that they seemed to have some improvement in their symptoms and in their the issues that they dealt with every single day living with a chronic disease. So what they decided to do was do some more research. Dr. Tracey Bellion was the one who really honed it down into like an autoimmune protocol lifestyle itself and came up with this diet that is an elimination diet. And what it does is it pulls out all of your common food triggers, foods that are known as triggers for a lot of people. A lot of things you would know about, like gluten or dairy or eggs, nuts, things like that you're aware of, and people consider those food allergies or allergens. That's what people will call those. Well, you really don't have to have a food allergy. You can actually just have, foods can be triggers for your body, and every single one of us has a different body chemistry, and we're all put together differently, and we all really require and respond to different types of food in different ways. So the goal for the autoimmune protocol diet is for people that are living with fatigue and brain fog and sore joints and achiness all over and things that a lot of us, a lot of hormone imbalance, a lot of us consider a normal aging process. It is not a normal aging process. It is not. If you are, in your 40s and 50s, even younger especially, and you are feeling that way every day, don't write that off to just feeling older. I have women in my group that are in their 70s and 80s who are saying they have not felt this good in 20 years. So what happened was I was diagnosed in 2017 at the end of the year with autoimmune hepatitis. So that is where your liver is just basically really pissed off. It's under attack, and my damage actually had been occurring for about 10 years is what they predict. And that was after a biopsy was done. So I'm a little freaked out because that is a major organ, and they told me that I was on the edge of cirrhosis. So different stages of liver damage, you have stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stage 1 just being inflammation, and stage 4 being cirrhosis. So I was sitting between 3 and 4. So I was almost at cirrhosis, and I just found out that I even had that autoimmune disease. I went into freak out mode. I followed modern medicine. I took my meds like they told me to. I took the steroids. I took the anti-rejection meds. I'm still on those. And I did work very closely with my physicians and that team of doctors. However, at the same time, I knew that I wanted to do whatever I could do to make myself healthier. I was very overweight, and I ended up losing about 80 pounds. I knew that I needed to clean up my diet. I knew I wanted to feel better, and I knew I was also going to start on a journey of some long-term medications that weren't going to have the best side effects on my body. So if I'm going to have to take medicine like that for the rest of my life, or even for just a long period of time, I wanted to feed my body as much as I possibly could to give it all it needed to fight back, right? So please listen. If you do not have a chronic disease, if you are not living with an autoimmune disease, or you don't need that diagnosis to hear what I have to say, because everyone should eat like this. Everyone should go through the autoimmune protocol. I'm telling you, it is. I want to just grab everyone and shake them and just say, give me 60 days. Give me 6 days. To really give me 90 days would be great, but just give me 60 days. So when I had a good friend of mine reached out to me, and she said please, please, please try the autoimmune protocol diet. I really think it's something that you need to do since you've now been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. I said, well, I don't know what that is. And she said, here it is. And she just fed me with tons of information, and she knows me, and she knew that I was going to research the heck out of it. And so I did, and I started. So it has been 19 months now. I want to tell you that within weeks, my inflammation was down, my pain was going away, I was sleeping better, I didn't have night sweats, I had energy back, I started to look different, my skin started to look different. I was healing. I wasn't healing at that point. I was just, my body was finally relaxing and letting go. Now, yes, I was on medicine at the same time, steroids, and they were doing their job. Is that correct? Those medications were doing their job. I also suffered some bad skin issues from the steroids. I've suffered hair loss. To this day, I've not regained all of my hair growth, but that is okay, because all I really care about is how I feel every single day when I wake up, and the way that my attitude, the brain fog is gone. So anyway, I figured I was the perfect candidate to share online live every single week. So for over a year, I joined Facebook and posted on Instagram every single Friday. And I'm telling you, if it weren't for me adapting this diet and this lifestyle and making these changes to feed myself from the inside out, I have no doubt I would have been in the fetal position in my bed for weeks on end. The steroids are no joke. They are no joke. And I feel like if I was able to get through that and come out feeling as alive as I feel today and doing the things that I'm able to do today, that I needed to share that. I could not keep that for myself. I needed to share that for everyone. So I continued to share it in a live open forum group for a year, because I had blood drawn every single week. Every single week I was getting blood drawn, and then every 2 weeks and every 3 weeks. And my blood draws were showing what changes were happening in my body. Okay, so maybe the steroids were helping with the inflammation aspect of it, but I know the diet also was too. But everything was fixing itself. My cholesterol was going like this. All of my electrolytes were evening out and balancing out. I mean, you could literally watch my blood levels that were all over the place and get all into the normal zone. And they have been normal and beautiful now for over a year. They are perfection. I eat a ton of food, and I could preach and preach and preach. After much consideration, decided to open a paid group where you pay a fee, because I started to have people just wanting to hang out and drink coffee and talk live like this. And then at the same time, I had people going, hey, hello, we don't want to just hang out. We want to know more. We're serious about this. So I was like, well, if I put a dollar sign on it, will y'all sign up? They're like, yes. I'm like, if I make it affordable, will you sign up? They're like, yes. And so they did. So last October, I opened the doors to the best you, and I had people sign up and join. And I still have ladies in it today. Some of my best shining stars, my moderators in my group, have been there since the very first day. And you would not believe the testimonies that they can share with you and the stories that they can tell you. We are changing lives every single day. And then every time we reopen the group for more people to come in, we get so excited because we get to do it again and again. We just did my second biopsy. I had to wait 18 months to get a biopsy, and a second biopsy. And in comparison, my autoimmune liver disease is now, praise God, in full remission. I am in complete and full remission. And not only am I in remission, but I have gone from sitting between levels 3 and 4, stage 3 and 4 of liver damage, all the way back. My liver has healed itself all the way back to stage 1 of liver damage. Did it go back into normal liver? They thought it might, probably would not. It did not, but it's all the way back to level 1. I am not sitting on the edge of cirrhosis anymore. So I don't know if you can imagine how that felt to wait 18 months to get those results. A lot of you can. I know that a lot of people go through things much worse than this, and I am very, very aware of that. But I want you to know that I'm not here to tell you that this diet's going to heal you, but I am going to tell you that this diet and this lifestyle and these changes and the support that you will get inside my group, the best you, from the ladies who are all like-minded and wanting the same things in their lives, will improve your quality of life so much while you deal with whatever it is you're dealing with, whether it's sickness or taking care of your parents or having 3 little tiny toddlers running around, or dealing with chemotherapy, or going through a divorce, or starting a new job, just daily stressors, crap that we deal with day in and day out, okay? All right, so let me see. I have 2 pages worth of questions that people have sent me over the last 3 days. The goal of autoimmune protocol is to do these things. It is to heal your gut first and foremost. We have learned through medical scientific study that the immune system really truly houses in your gut. That's where it starts, that's where it begins, and you need a healthy gut to continue to have a healthy immune system. So a lot of us have a broken down gut barrier from years of crap that we've eaten and years of food triggers going on that we weren't aware of, and antibiotics, lots of antibiotics, disease processes, things like that. So we want to heal your gut first and foremost. But while that's happening, based on the diet, because it's such a nutrient-dense diet, you also fill nutritional gaps that people that are on the standard American diet, which is SAD, which says SAD, which, hello, what does that tell you? When you eat like this, you don't only heal your gut, but you fill those nutritional gaps. And at the same time, you balance your hormones. You also sort of calm down your immune system, which is what we want to do. We don't want you to be in this autoimmune overdrive kick that's going on. So even if you don't have autoimmune disease, hello, can you use having your gut healed? Yes. Can you use having those nutritional gaps filled? Yes, absolutely. Would you, if you're a woman, you're going through menopause, you're having babies every 2 years, would you like your hormones to help? Would you like a little help keeping this a little bit more in balance? A little bit more balanced? I think you probably would. There is it is a strict diet, but that is only in the beginning. So in the autoimmune diet, there is a list of foods that are allowed and foods that are not allowed. All of this information is free for you. You can Google it, you can Pinterest it, you can buy a book, you can do all of those things. So I took the autoimmune diet and I did it just like that, all at once, cold turkey, did the whole thing. Well, I decided that was a little bit hard for probably the average person to do, and if I could coach people, it would be easier to coach them in a group and a little bit slower process. So once you're in the group, we base it off of the foods that are allowed and the foods are not allowed, but we do it in baby steps. And I'm not going to share those with you here, but I'm going to tell you that it works. And most people do it that way. I would say probably 95% of the people in my group do it in that manner, and they really appreciate that slow baby step process. So people do ask me, is this a juicing diet? No, it's not a juicing diet. It is not. I drink a green juice every single morning, and so do the people in my group. Most people in the group. You don't have to. Some people can't tolerate the green juice. Their body, it's too much. They are not doing well with it, but that's very few. Most of us love it. What the green juice does, it is not even part of the autoimmune protocol. It's just an added bonus that I've put in there that my nutritionist at the time told me would be really, really good for me for detoxifying my liver and feeding myself on a cellular level quickly with a high dose of vitamins every single morning, removing the fiber in the morning, and then filling myself with fiber for the rest of the day. So I do drink a juice every single morning. Mine is a Hamilton brand. It's a big mouth Hamilton juicer, and I love it. You don't have to juice if you don't have a juicer, no big deal. You can still join the group. You can still do the AIP. You just won't juice in the mornings. That is fine. No one cares. What does it help you with? It helps to curb your cravings. It helps you while you go through detox of things that we're going to take out of your diet for a while. Where do you get the green juice? Mary Lynn, we make it with a juicer. We make it. Fit, 50, and Fearless, all spelled out. .com, and you'll go in there and you can go in there and there's a page that you can just give me your email and you'll get the recipe for your green juice right there. Super, super simple to have that. I give that out for free. A big part of what my passion is to teach you how to rethink about your groceries, how to relearn how to shop in the grocery store, how to teach you a little bit about foods, how to food prep, and how to live in this society, and a fast-paced society as well, right? We don't have time to hang out in our kitchen all day long, but I will tell you, you will spend more time in your kitchen with this lifestyle than you probably have. At least me. I know for sure I never have spent this much time in my kitchen, but I'm loving it. I love it. And yes, I work a full-time job. I run 2 companies. I am a very involved mom. I still have a 12-year-old at home. I have 5 grandkids. 3 of them live right here in town. I'm super involved with my kids. I have a big, huge circle of friends that I try to go, get some me time. I have a busy lifestyle, so don't think that I'm hanging out in my kitchen with my apron on and just cooking up things to do for the Best You group. I'm not. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I am living a real full life, just like every one of you are. So I, of course, am trying to always keep in mind, how can we do this realistically, realistically. Difference with keto that I hear them, I have a lot of reformed ketoers in my group, Laura. They love that they get to eat fruit. There are guys there, we have nothing to sell, no supplements to take, no special powders to use. We eat a lot. We eat fruit, we eat vegetables, we eat meat. If you don't eat meat, you don't have to. If you're a pescatarian, it's perfect. If you're a vegetarian, we have a way for you to do that. We've got some vegetarians in the group. It's a little bit tricky. We've got some gray areas, but we just do it anyway. But I do eat meat. I eat all meat, and I eat a lot all day long, and I drink a ton of water. So most people struggle with how much we eat. Most people have to retrain their stomachs to take in a lot of food, because we're not eating crap and we're not loading it up with just belly fillers and things that run through our system super fast, and then we're left with emptiness. And everything that we eat feeds our body. We don't eat anything that's not loaded with vitamins, and we eat a lot of it. So it takes, there's some adjustment phase for that. We have a lot of that in the group, and it is the best thing you can do for both of those. There are over 100 autoimmune diseases, by the way, and I did a survey in my group, and we had about 250 women, and out of those people that answered, we have a known 27 autoimmune diseases working in the group right now. And celiac and Hashimoto's are definitely some of those. There are no hardcore rules. It's just me and a bunch of really kind, super, super supportive women. So it's not like you're going to get booted out. I feel like it's something that you can get in there and take and learn from so much. And it's so personalized. You just make it work for yourself. That is what is so helpful with the group, because as long as you're in the group and you stay active and you comment and you hear other people's struggles and you read, I just ask people, check in once a day. Just check in once a day. You don't have to stay on there. I'm not asking for a bunch of your time. Just check in. Even if you don't say anything, just read. Because there are other people that are struggling the same as you. And someone's going to have a tip or a trick that worked for them that's going to work for you too. Something that I haven't thought of. Something that's worked for someone else. Not everybody's as hard-headed as I am. So that's what I love about the group. If you are interested in joining, please send me a DM through Instagram or message me through Facebook. In Instagram, if you will go to my link tree in my profile, the very top choice says Join the Best You. Just follow that link and it'll take you over and you can read all about it. I haven't told you how much. It's $17.99 a month. And that's monthly, and you can get out at any time. Most people are choosing right now to stick it out, over an extended period of time, because they just feel safer and it's really helpful. The support of the group is, it's mind-blowing. www.fit50andfearless.com. Go there. Go to that website and look through it. You will see all kinds of before and after pictures of me. I don't look like the same person. It's not a group that we push weight loss on, but it happens. If you have extra weight to lose, it will happen. If you do not have extra weight to lose, if your body does not want to shed extra weight, it won't happen. It is really seriously the perfect way to eat. Your body will stabilize and get where it wants to be. And my body was very eager to lose a lot of weight. And then it's just sort of stabilized, and then I was able to add nuts and nut butters back into my diet, and I've put back on about 6 pounds, and it's working really well for me, and it's just stabilized right there. So I will continue to have blood drawn. I will continue to eat this way for the rest of my life to take the absolute best care of my liver. I want the rest of you out there to just give it a shot. Just give it a try. It is so worth it. Corrine said to tell you that it will be the best decision of her life. She is sharing that she has been in the group for 273 days, and Corine was my very first member of the Best You ever. She was the first person to sign up back in October. And Linda says it's the best thing she's ever done, and she's 71 years old. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for being here. It was wonderful to do this at the same time. I should do this more often. And I hope to see y'all on the inside soon, okay? Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Instagram.